A very, very good evening to you. Welcome along. It's 5 o'clock. It's the DVD show. That's what we've got lined up for you for the next, I think it's around about an hour and a half. What we're doing, you can see on screen with a little bit of luck. It should say Fairford 2013, and we're up to part 3. So this is the last part of the 3 DVD set. Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? I'll get to the chat room in just a moment, but hey, it's time to start the show. Let's get some aircraft going with a little bit of luck. Let's click a couple of buttons.
Orange is happy to depart intersection Charlie for takeoff.
Understood. Firm clear display.
A firm, you are cleared to display.
And a very, very good evening to everybody. First in the, I suppose we ought to say good afternoon to him, really, because Oliver, he's been waiting for ages. Hi, Oliver, good to see you. Says hello, everybody. Awash, also good day to you. Ahmad, Andrew, Austin, Julie, Jazzy John, Mark Webster, thank you very much, and thank you extra very much special to you, young man. Thank you very much there, Mark.
I'll build in position.
He's such a great supporter of Airshow World, you know. Thank you.
Tucano, Roger number 2 for taxi.
Who else do we have? Let's hear this first. Well, that should have woke up the speakers by now. Goodness. Lovely. Hey, Canforce. Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you as well. Good afternoon to Chris over there near Coningsby. Canforce 3, yep, Aviation Kid. Also in the chat room today, we have, who do we have?
The area I'd like you to stop is the second hangar on the right-hand side.
Of course, Alison Tidy.
The BAE system sign on the...
Alison with 1 L. Also, Architect Design. Andrew Austin. How you doing, Andrew? Good to see you. Also, saying hi to 200211. He knows who he is. And also, good evening to
Short of runway 09.
our good friend Steve from, where is it? SHGP Virtual Aviation. Good to see you.
Orange, clear for landing.
I like the bear. That looks pretty good there, Andrew Austin.
Italian Eurofight start
Terry Torment.
display on time. Runway 09.
Who else have we got?
024, QFE 1014.
Line up and wait, runway 09. Line up and wait, Connor.
Danny Mayer.
Shoot all the way down.
Any other names I can pick out?
Release it until you're vacated.
Like Heather Ramsey. Good day to you. Pierre
Hold to the south. Surface wind is...
Geordie Aviation. How wonderful to see you as well. Thank you for joining us.
Typhoon, start approved. Display maybe 3 minutes early this time. QNH 1024, QFE 1014.
1014, copy, waiting for word to roll it.
Gary Lockton just popped in as well. Thank you. David Maiden from the valleys of the Rhondda. Okay, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Enjoy the show. It's called the DVD show, and it's part 3 of this DVD series that I've been doing. Harrison Langford. How the devil are you? Saying hi, Stu, with a couple of aeroplanes as well. Thank you very much. It's all right. Great to have you on here. That's David. So what have you all been up to over the weekend? Hope you've had a good weekend and ready for 2 shows from The Bear over the next couple of days. So we've also got a show tomorrow at 5 o'clock. And tomorrow's show is going to be the next part of that Mildenhall. You remember we were looking at last week? And we stopped just before the tornado took off. So that's Mildenhall. I got my years totally wrong last week if you were watching it. I was totally convinced we were watching 97. Get out of it. It was 94. It's because I've been editing 97 and I totally got that year in my head. BA 946X with a bit of champagne on the go. Nice one. Or you may have champagne. I've got coconut tea. And it tastes like champagne to me. Oh, it's gorgeous. Out of my special mugs as well that Julie sent across. Thank you very much, Julie. Julie and AD. You know, I must get it right. Oh, that's... I was going to say that's wonderful. Thank you for subscribing there, David. But sorry about your dad. Yeah. Oh, tell me about it, Steve. I'll tell you in a minute. Steve from it's SHGP Virtual Aviation says, Stu, the next part of the Lancaster vid is done. I've been trying to upload it but having issues with broadband. A good man in India is on the job with it. Yeah, I've been on the phone all afternoon. Firstly, trying to sort the mobile phone out. For some strange reason, they doubled the price over compared to last month. What's going on? All sorted now, but wow, does it take a long, long time. I was on the phone, Virgin Media, for about 3 hours. Can you believe it? Gosh. Get the coconut.
Walkers, you can brake right now and prepare to display.
Walkers now routing in, preparing to display.
The end of left, Donna.
The old Tucano looking very, very nice.
Typhoon, display now on time report.
I really liked that particular paint scheme.
Verified combine ready.
Love the sound of that.
And Typhoon, Eurofighter Combine, happy to taxi with that. Follow me.
What's better than 1 Boeing Stearman? 2.
Which number?
What's better than that? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Bring on 4.
Speak on intersection, Charlie. We're across there. The wind 08014 knots. We're using runway 09, and you'll be happy to depart from intersection, Charlie.
Negative, we're going to backtrack and turn on Bravo.
Okay, that's understood. And taxi, hold at Charlie initially, short of runway 09.
Taxi, Charlie, can't do.
Ah, Jim lad, you can't beat the pirate of the Missouri.
Vulcan start, Vulcan start approved. Display on time. QNH 1024, QP 1014.
Also in the chat room, just popped in, we have Eagle saying hi.
Frequency, enter, backtrack, line up, runway 09.
And I like the icon that you use, Eagle. Looks like a Typhoon to me. Talking of which, I think I just spied a Typhoon that may be coming up in just a moment.
It's a Typhoon combine. Will you be having your departure clearance individually or as a combine?
John Robinson, good to see you as well. Big thumbs up to John.
We're in the overhead to the block 5 south.
Roger.
Windwalkers, display complete, departing northwest.
I mean, look at that one, hey. They're trying to reach out.
The block 5 south.
Would you do that? I've asked this question before. Would you do wind walking?
1, 2, Typhoons around the world, subject to this traffic, you are cleared to be alright. Thanks for display.
2 Typhoons taking off? They may be back later. Canforce 3. It's so great to see, I tell you. Brilliant. He knows the lingo from this part of the world. You see, that's how they talk around near East Midlands Airport. It's like, hey up me dog, you know? You know, to be honest, I preferred it when there were crunches. Being a bit of a chocoholic and all of that, you know, nothing better than seeing 2 or 4 aeroplanes with crunchy all over them.
Foxtrot South, hold short of runway 09. And Belgian Air Force 301, hold position. Would you be happy to lift from that position when instructed?
You would. Get on there.
Roger. And Belgian Air Force 301, squawk 7004.
He knows me too well. John Robinson knows me too well, don't you, my man? Hey? John Robinson says, good job there wasn't a bounty team. Steve, we'll have to have a look, won't we, on the virtual radar. He wants to know what's near Cambridge at the moment, making loads of noise. 360 radar is your friend. Let's have a quick look, shall we?
27 from the south to the north.
Vulcan clear across runway 27.
Ooh, that sounds a little bit like the Vulcan on the radio comms, so that could be coming up in a
Coming
moment.
in from the west. Tacked in, back to your parking space.
Tanker formation, Roger. You are cleared for your fly pass with surface wind 07013 knots.
Copy the wind, clear for low pass.
301, you'll be looking for the 767 tanker formation, just coming in from the west.
Airport 301 is visual.
To hold at Charlie short of runway 09.
You are cleared for display. The surface wind 07014 knots, and just caution any wake turbulence from the 767.
Roger. Behind the tank, the fly past of the tanker, we are clear to start the display and take course to the wake turbulence.
That's correct.
TriStar, we're 1 minute late.
Understood, 1 minute late, thank you, TriStar. We'll call you in a little while.
Steve, I can't see anything particular, but that doesn't mean to say there's nothing flying. Unfortunately, the F-15s haven't been showing for around about 18 months on the virtual radars. That may be fixed soon on 360. When it is, I will tell you all about it.
The Metman observation,
Bradley Penny.
base 2,400 feet.
Bradley Penny Aviation. What a guy, what a channel that man has got as well. I bet he's looking forward in about a month's time to getting out. Doing a bit of filming with that Sony AX53. What do you say, mate?
Remain on this frequency, enter backtrack runway 09er.
Can we want to depart?
Do me a big favour, everybody in the chat room, if you haven't already. Do a bit of sharing,
To hold
okay?
short runway 09.
Share the live stream right now. Let's get as many folks on as possible.
Radius and altitude of display today. 4,000 feet and maximum radius.
3 nautical miles, over.
If you missed Friday night's show, make sure you try to watch it back. There was some great spots on it, I can tell you. We had 3 guest stars, including Captain Chris, Superstar Jazzy John 30,
Wait, runway 09.
and world famous
00.
international DJ, the one and only Tony Prince, was on.
Roger, can you vacate at Echo next on the left and then put it down on the northern taxiway, the surface wind 07013
You
knots.
did see the Vulcan.
And
Coming up hopefully in just a moment.
Vulcan clear takeoff and display 07012 knots.
Vulcan clear off, Vulcan clear, take off display immediate.
That's confirmed.
Wow, Lord above, what a sound that was. Tank Ace Aiden. So I just wanted to say Tank Ace Aiden. It's a good name. bump. Oh dear, that's better. Hey, from the wonderful USA. On the western part, that's our wonderful LT Viper pilot. Fabulous to see you in the chat room this evening. Thank you for joining us.
Landing officer, is this an undercarriage down pass?
Undercarriage down pass, Vulcan.
Roger.
Ooh, we'll have a bit of that. What a great way to wake up, eh? Well, some people would disagree, but
Roger, confirming clear to land 06012 knots.
Clear land, Vulcan.
I wouldn't complain at a Vulcan flying over me, waking me up.
Vulcan vacate to the right.
Vulcan vacate to the right.
Well, as you know, I love all things USA. And it's great to see our great friends from North America.
67 is just braking left now into the downwind.
We've also just popped in from New York. We've got Joel.
Stay firm, try stop.
So we've got Joel, LT Viper pilot.
Just following downwind. Left turn, route downwind, try stop. Typhoon clear to land 07012 knots.
Alright, let's go down from stop following station.
In Canada, we've got Canforce 3.
This wind 0.
Jazzy John, he's knocking about somewhere. I saw his name, I'm sure I did.
Final number 2 to the 767, just turning base this time. Try start, okay.
Tanker with checks for full stop base.
Tanker, thank you, report final. Roger at the far end of the runway, land after the surface wind.
And no doubt on his tea break right now. I bet he's not drinking coconut tea though. That's the one and only Andy Hare from down there in Southampton. So good to see you, Andy. How's things with you? I hope you're fit and well and fine, and you enjoyed the good weather of the weekend. It was gorgeous, wasn't it? Well, it looks like we've got more Italianos coming up in just a moment. I'm sure I spied, yeah, just there, the Frecce Tricolori. They're coming up in a mo.
Star clear for your fly through. Surface wind for you is 05013 knots.
Clear. Fly through TriStar.
Oh. Such a shame some of these aircraft just don't fly anymore. Look at that beauty.
Fly through TriStar.
TriStar. Wow.
Holding up Charlie.
Approach Tricolore, Roger, enter backtrack runway 09.
Enter backtrack runway 09, approach Tricolore. 37.
For anybody just getting into aviation, oh boy,
TriStar's going around.
it makes you cry sometimes.
Very nice from the
Some of the aircraft we are not going to see anymore.
off in display.
But at least we've got the videos. We can keep bringing them out to you. Here we go.
09, approach Tricolore, copper wind.
Smoking them out.
Start approved. The temperature is +21, QNH 1024, the QP 1013.
QP 1013.
Jackson 47004.
Thank you very much there, Oliver.
7004.
Letting us all know it's a Freckett Tricolores 60th birthday. 60 years! Wow!
Da 240. 51. No.
Here we go. Come on, Pavarotti. Do your bit. Saving lots of smoke up. Wow. I love it.
Hold short of runway 09 and contact the tower on 124.8.
I'm sure somebody just opened a can of Coke in my ear.
surface wind 08018 knots.
Clear for takeoff and display. Grip and display.
Hey Oliver, that's why I turned it down and said a couple of words.
The temperature is 22, the QNH 1023, the QFE 1013.
Today, what's it all about? Hey, you know what it's all about. It's the DVD show, part 3. Oh, yes. Royal International A Tattoo. This is the third DVD of the set. And it's all from the Saturday. Great to see people keep popping into the chat room, and just popped in as well is Chris. That one caught me out. Just as we were saying Chris Bleb. Hiya Chris Bevan, good to see you. Don't forget, keep the messages coming into the chat room. Say hi, and I'll certainly give you a mention. Just like Nick Barton. Hiya, Nick. I'll have a look for you, Andy. Andrew.
Surface winds 7016 knots.
Clear climb 09. Grip and display.
Sea Fury, Fairford Tower.
Fairford Tower, Sea Fury, loud and clear.
Sea Fury, Roger, you can start your run in. Tray of traffic's on short final.
Sea Fury, let's copy my first pass speed from the east to the west.
Roger.
Colin Price. Colin Price, nice to see you as well in the chat room. Thank you for putting the message in.
60
Alexandro.
knots. Are you still happy to depart off runway 27?
Oh, you're going to hear a totally different sound right now, and Alessandro. Ah, bit of the Warbirds. Bring them in. Is it because I'm getting older? I just love the sound of the props, you know?
Polish MiG, Roger, taxi to Foxtrot, hold short of runway 27. Polish MiG, hold short
order runway 27 and monitor tower on 1.4.8.
1 to decimal 8, lining up and landing shot.
Negative, hold position there please, squawk 7004.
Squawk 7004. I am unable to monitor. 1 to
Okay, we'll just remain on this frequency.
Hot ground today, the Red Bull.
Red Bull ground.
We're still on schedule, so we are in ready for startup.
Roger, your start is approved. The temperature is 22. The QNH 1023, the QC 1013.
1013, cockpit for QFE, and just to confirm, we on time.
I affirm the display is on time.
It's a great question there, asking, I think, is it Gary Lockton? What aircraft would you like to see come back? I mean, most people are it's gonna be one of two, really, isn't it? A Vulcan, well, we had that back, so we got all the digital images of it, which was what a bonus for everybody. But for me, I think there's only one aircraft. It's got to be Concorde. Thank you very much there, Canforce. Yeah, it's great, isn't it, eh? And it's brilliant that Canforce is not, well, it's not brilliant, but we haven't seen him for a little while. I think he popped in on Friday or one of the recent shows, but hey, I always remember, you know. And Canforce, you know, when I'm out and about filming again at East Mids Airport, you see, I always think of you whenever I see that Canadian aircraft coming in. Elvis, hold your hands out. Slap wrists. Where have you been all night? Great to see you, Elvis. And Elvis, Friday night. I don't know if you heard it. We had Tony Prince giving us a good old greeting, which was fabulous.
Display wind 08016 maximum 22.
Vehicle display, collision.
Interesting stuff there, John Robinson. Give him some stats for East Midlands Airport.
Taxi to Foxtrot, hold to order runway 09 initial.
As you know, very quiet in the daytime. I'll run through it in a minute.
That's all, bye-bye.
John Robinson says EMA stats for last week: 770 movements. Busiest day was Tuesday. Quietest day was Sunday.
Full formation is able to pass.
And I bet most of those were through the night.
Okay, at your discretion to continue.
As you know,
out
it's
to
the
Charlie,
busiest
hold
hub
409.
in the UK for all the freight,
Charlie is for.
and I can't wait for the late nights.
Actually, hold position and contact the tower 124 decibel.
You know, we'd definitely like to see a bit of that, wouldn't we, eh? Elvis doing a bit of singing is going to post some on Facebook. We'll have to play a bit of that, won't we?
Perhaps notice the special markings on the tail fins of the display jet. They are the Polish seeds, a Polish-built fighter and the French-built Laurent Saunier MS-406s. He then joined the Fairford squadron of the Royal Air Force on hurricanes in 1914. Tragically died on the 14th of February 1942. The Spitfire he was flying broke up over Maria.
Apache Fairford Tower. Apache, the wind 08016, maximum 21. Can you accept a downwind departure?
Roger, would like to go 09.
Apache, line up on weight, runway 09 from Echo.
That's copy, clean on white 09 Apache.
Apache, just caution MiG-29 with parachutes, shoot may drop. With that in mind, you can lift from that position. Runway 09, wind 08017, maximum 21.
Apache has copied over clear takeoff 09.
Hey.
Apache.
Okay, fantastic news. Well, I see you've got the boss here today from Washington, which is very good news. We had your commanding officer here yesterday. Today we've got the force commander.
Gosh, how do you say yours? Alkisidon 09? Something like that, anyway. He said, yeah, thank you very much.
Fairford Tower, line up on weight, runway 09 at Charlie.
Much appreciated.
Lining up 09 and wait.
And don't forget, this is all part of the 3 DVD set. DVD number 3 is what we're looking at.
Red Bulls clear takeoff, runway 09, 09016, maximum 21. Polish Bay, can you take the second of the right back to your parking area? Apache, come on in now and clear for your display.
Phil Tovey, good to see you as well. Thank you for putting the message in there, Phil.
Different reasons for doing that, of course. I know there's quite a weight limit in that cockpit as well. In other words, you can't be too heavy, you can't be too light. Yeah, it's 93.5 kilos, which is quite a sizable man anyway, but getting in and out of that front cockpit is the real issue. It's like trying to squeeze yourself through a letterbox sometimes. Here we are.
Well, I should have known that, really. Alicia Don, shouldn't I? Being into horse racing as well myself, well, not really myself, but the family are.
Red Bulls with the TVM in sight, run into the display. Run into the display.
Oh, I hope this music doesn't get me into a bit of water again. I'll probably turn it down just a little bit for the moment. Hey, when the planes come by, though, don't you worry. It'll go up loud. Come on, turn the music off. We want to hear the planes.
225, Roger, clear to land 09, wind 07016 knots, confirm 3 green.
B25 Fairford ground, Roger, taxi to parking.
Course, Roger, report final 3 green. And confirming clear.
Vulcan Squawk 7004.
7004 in the box, Spartan.
Well, thank you for that, Ben. Really.
Surface wind 07012 knots, runway 09, clear takeoff, clear display.
Clear for takeoff on display, Spartan will call the back for left base.
Thank you very much, Oliver. Keep reminding me. I forgot all about it. I was too busy conducting the orchestra. Pretend, you know, like waving my arms about.
Spartan ready for left base to stop trimming.
Spartan, clear to land 09, wind 08014 knots.
Clear to land, Spartan.
Typhoon
It's
Squawk
time to go.
7004.
No, it's not time for me to go. It's time for Andy Hare. He's got to get back to work. Andy, thank you very much for joining us. You take care, my boy. Always good to see you. And thank you for popping in, putting the messages in.
Sally B, run in now.
Clear to run in, Sally B.
Two things, frequency for Bryce radar will be 123.550 when advised, and Bryce also report that Redlands parachute area approximately 8 to the south of us is active up to flight level 100.
So they want to see Bryce on 123.55 now.
Confirm 123.55 will be your Bryce radar frequency.
That's copied. We'll use 123.55 during the display for traffic service confirmed.
Just stand by, I will confirm that.
This is now Europe's sole airworthy.
You know where Redlands is?
Maybe based at the Imperial War Museum there.
Could you just confirm the position of Redlands?
Just stand by, let me just check it for certain. It's just to the southeast of Swindon.
East of Swindon, copy that.
A7.
Red, clear to join.
Thank you. Red check.
6, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9.
11 check.
And he says
And 11, can you cover 1329 VHF?
Everything in their power to keep Sally.
And red Seabird, 5 miles to the right turn at southwest.
Copy, can you confirm the speed?
250 knots.
That's 5.
Okay, Seabird to red. When I pass the centre line, I'm going to put 20 degrees right bank on our eastbound course.
Copy, and I'll put our straight call on the VHF.
Seabird coming right now.
Well, I keep hearing on the radio, on this, I'm sure you can hear it as well, the Red Arrows and also Speedbird, so what could be coming up? See, for me it's like watching it all for the first time because I haven't seen this for quite a long time. I edited it years ago, back in 2013. Richard Staff, how the devil are you? Good to see you. Thank you. So much noise.
Now in service with a number of RAF squadrons, numbers 1 and 6 squadrons of Lucas and numbers 3 and 11 squadrons of Collinsby are the frontline units, along of course with 4035 flight providing the air defence and Falkland Islands from around the west.
At EC Don, I shall try to remember your name is Ian. Thank you for that. See, I keep collecting horse racing type things because, as you probably realised before I've mentioned it, my daughter's in the horse racing business, and also her fiancé is ex-professional jockey and Matthew Davis. So they keep bringing me hats and different goodies, so thank you very much to them. Unfortunately though, no admission as yet to the actual races, but hopefully that will happen later in the year. Keep quiet now. Say nothing. Jazzy's in the room. Don't say what I've been saying about him. Our little secret, okay? Oh, Jazzy! You've just popped in, thank you. Hey, always good to see Jazzy John. He was one of the stars of the show on Friday night. Here we go.
Colour on go.
Oh, they have to play music, don't they?
coming left.
Oh, yes. What a shot. I like that.
More
A380 with the red arrows.
Second. My position, alright? Yeah, just like you say, if it's comfortable, as close as you, just a little bit shorter would be slightly better. Pulling out.
Don't play the music. So I'll just talk over this little bit. As soon as we hear the sound of the engines, obviously the sound will go right up, but I don't want it to pick the music up. So I'm waving my arms again around Chris, I think. Here we go. Oh, it was Oliver that's keeping his eyes on me. Thank you, Oliver. The Red Arrows and a British Airways A380. Truly brilliant. I can't remember whether it did one more pass. Yes, it did.
Just over the 09 threshold now. Report when you have them visual.
Oh, the wife's singing again. Stop singing in the background, please. So whenever the wife's in the bath, she always sings opera. Don't do it.
Right turn to vacate. Sorry, it's in a bit of a wing waggle now. Hang on.
Yeah. Definitely a round of applause for that.
1023, heading 065 degrees.
A380 now departing back to Milestone where it's carrying out crew training.
And Eurofighter 2000.
Notice that shot?
The surface wind is 07012.
Heather was right next to me, taking that very picture as well. And that's what we've used for the... for the background of this very DVD. I'm sure you have seen it. Why have we not got much of the Red Arrows? Because it's on the other DVD.
the outer wall, in which you can see the Typhoon turn in a very small space. You have to know, ladies and gentlemen, that this kind of turn is performed only by aircraft with a particular aerodynamics design.
Certainly like the bit of smoke on this shot of the Italian Typhoon. I'm assuming it's the Italian one. Well, Robert Batista, it's a happy Monday now. You're in the room. Thank you for joining us. You know, I love this lady. LT Viper pilot. What a superstar she is. We actually featured her a couple of weeks ago, and she says, this channel made me love the Typhoon. Well, we love you. Thank you.
Fighter, Roger. Still land, runway 09, wind is 07012 knots.
Thank you very much for coming. We hope to meet you again tomorrow, and on behalf of all 311 Squadron members,
I spy a tornado. Gibson. That was the call sign it used this particular year.
Please clear run in the display. The surface wind 07011 knots.
Gibson 1, monitor tower 124, decimal 8.
1248, Gibson 1.
Where's the wash flying? Oh, Kowloon to Santa Fe.
On my frequency.
In that fantastic
The enter backtrack line up.
Microsoft Flight Sim 2000. No, 2020. Get it right.
Keeping it a tight hold at certainly not above altitude 2,000 feet, staying with Fairford Tower if you can.
And apparently the scenery for that, for the UK now, is just incredible.
Gibson 1, surface wind is 06013 knots. Runway 09, you clear for takeoff, left turn direct to South Cerny.
Here we go, nice and quiet.
Clear run in display now.
Clear running display now for more reports.
Gibson 1 is clear to the north, South Cerny, 1500 feet. Gibson 1, thank you, monitor this. Gibson 1.
Rolling left now.
Matrix, Roger, runway 09 in use. Secure fee is 1012. Display flares on time, squawk 7004, start approved.
0910127004 and copy on time.
Very quickly, Stephen, take care, my man. Always great to see you. Say hi to Chloe for me, all right? And we'll catch you next time. That's SHGP Virtual Aviation. Check out his YouTube channel. What a brilliant channel it is.
Matrix taxi via the Northern Taxiway, hold at Charlie.
Hold at Charlie.
Matrix, copy.
Gibson, Lancaster, 1 minute. Gibson, 1 copy. Land, Memorial 2. Memorial 3, final theatre.
As we've explained before on the DVDs, 3 DVDs, don't forget, or Blu-ray, you have the option to have the radio comms on.
Gibson Combine, Roger.
Or with a click of the audio button, it switches the comms off.
60 degrees, 10 knots.
Anyway, here we go. I'm laughing at Pirate of the Missouri. He said, I turn the sound up when Stewie's talking to in Press My Neighbours. Most people turn it down, I tell you.
1 going crowd rear for initial.
Gibson 1, Roger. Report initials, runway 09.
Gibson 1.
Magnificent and marvellously presented.
Gibson 1 is the light on the deck.
Gibson 1A. Firm, you're cleared left-hand brake, runway 09, wind 050 degrees, 11 knots.
Gibson 1. Memorial 1, for question next left.
Memorial 1, continue via the runway.
What would you give, hey, to fly in one of those Lancasters?
Hey, firm.
And you can actually fly, not in that one. But if you missed Friday night's show, you could find out how it can be done. You'd have to go over to Canada, but that's not a bad thing. And you could fly over the Niagara Falls and some of the Great Lakes. And Jazzy John was telling us all about it. So rewind. After the show, have a look at Friday night's show if you missed it. Finbar Aviation says, hi Stu, hiya Finbar.
Catalina, taxi to holding point Foxtrot South.
Very good. Fimber says, hey, is still locked up. When I say locked up, he's in quarantine. Over there in Tokyo. Goodness gracious. Hey, send some photographs over. Post them. And where can you post those photographs? Quite simply, on the Airshow World fan page. Where else? It's on Facebook. If you haven't already joined it, please do. Got more info for you coming up in a minute.
Ground, good afternoon, Airbus 400.
Airbus 400.
Airbus 400 is also ready for engine start anytime, and we intend to depart from runway 09 Charlie, and I guess we should taxi.
I bet, John,
to the northern.
Did you hear yesterday morning that
Okay, that's understood.
A400M going over the top of us? Such a distinctive sound, wasn't it?
The option depending on the wind, so if it's okay with you, we'll go
14,000 feet, making loads of noise. Right, well, oh yes, that we were telling you about Facebook, weren't we? If you do Facebook, there's that page, that group that was created by Julie and the gang.
Runway 09, cleared for takeoff.
Julie's gang. Do you remember Gary's gang?
12, maximum 18.
They were a pop group, and they whatever. Keep on dancing.
Catalina, after the...
And it's quite simply called Airshow World fan page. If you'd like to join that, pop over right now, and Julie, I'm sure, will let you straight in. And I'm sure Finbar will take a couple of pictures, and we can all say, hey, hope your quarantine ends soon. How long you got to be
position and give way to the Belgian F-16 who will be making
in that hotel for then, Finbar?
And subject to the Belgian F-16, you can then continue to holding point Charlie North.
Oh, it's Catalina.
And Catalina squawk 7004.
7004, Catalina.
So two there, L-39s in the war with Chad that they had in the 1980s, and Azerbaijan used Albatrosses for strike duty.
Catalina, continue to Charlie North and only monitor the tower on 124.8.
Continue to Charlie North and monitor 124.8, pushing on.
Airbus 400.
Go for Airbus 400.
Yeah, just to confirm that the Meteor is going out before you, so I don't want you put in a position that prevents the Meteor from getting out.
We understand Airbus 400. We're stopping very shortly, and there's lots of room for the Meteor.
Okay, thank you very much. Meteor, roger. Taxi to holding point Foxtrot South for runway 09. The QFE remains 1012.
Echo Foxtrot 10, roger, and you are cleared left brake runway 09, wind 06011, maximum 18.
Well, Julie, Knocking on the door right now. A couple of people wanting to be let into the Facebook group, so thank you very much, anybody that's just decided to pop over.
10 knots.
Runway 09.
Catalina, Fairford Tower. Catalina. Catalina, good afternoon.
And thanks to everybody that's joined just recently. And talking of joining, don't forget, if you're watching this for the first time,
Flying up 09, Catalina.
or if you haven't already subscribed to Airshow World right here on YouTube, certainly think about doing it. It's so much appreciated if you can.
Say 400.
Because if one day we hit that 100,000 mark, hey, we're getting there. We're moving, I tell you.
Cross the 27 threshold.
We're going to do something loopy, I tell you.
When Catalina pass right to left, then cross the threshold, Airbus 400.
That's correct.
Well, come on, PJ. Let him in. He knows his music as well, doesn't he, hey? Jazzy John. The KLF. Yeah, I remember that. Used to play it quite a bit, you know.
Airbus 400, thank you. Continue taxi, holding point Charlie North.
Continue taxi, holding point Charlie North, Airbus 400.
That's correct. Your display squawk 7004.
Hiya, Kevin. Kevin Henry VIII.
And just to confirm, you will be departing from Charlie North without a backtrack.
Affirmative, from Charlie North, Airbus 400.
Roger.
Should we play some stuff from Japan then Friday night for LT Viper Pilot?
Meteor, hold at Charlie North and monitor the tower 124.8.
Hold at Charlie North and monitor the tower.
Now, Kevin, when you say painting, what sort of painting? I mean, like that guy with the funny hair on the TV that comes on after Fred Dibner. But what's his name? Bob. That's it, Bob. What's his other name? Somebody will put it in a minute. Yes, please, she says. LT Viper Pilot, she said, yes, please. All right, I'll see what I can do for you. I'll have a word with young Jamesy. A400M. So hopefully we might get a nice display from that in just a few minutes. I can't remember. I haven't played this for a little while, so it's all fresh to me. Don't forget, 3 DVD sets.
Fast, downwind to land, Catalina.
And if you are interested, all you got to do is just drop myself an email.
Clear to land, wind 070 degrees.
Email address. Hey, what is it? It's really easy to remember. It's stu@airshowworld.com. stu@airshowworld.com. Drop me an email, in the subject put DVD if you're interested.
Surface wind 050 degrees, 12 knots. Clear for takeoff and display.
Gorgeous aeroplane. Starting its takeoff run now, the Gloucester Meteor T7.
Ground, good afternoon, the PC-7 team is ready for startup.
PC-7 team, Fairford ground, afternoon. Start approved, squawk 7004.
Startup approved, squawk 7004 to PC-7 team. Call you back in 5 minutes.
well. You know, I think we definitely need another one of LT Viper Pilot's videos coming across. Yeah, what are those greetings that she does? Absolutely brilliant. Love the one we did the other week. That was great. Friday night. What do we do on a Friday night? Well, this Friday night, over the moon again, will Captain Chris will be live on air again. And quite a few of you have very kindly sent in the request I put out, so I'm putting all of those together. But please, if you want to take part in the Ask the Pilot that we do, we'll be doing that certainly this Friday night, round about 7:45. So if you'd like to take part in Ask the Pilot, just drop me an email address coming up again in a moment. And obviously in the subject for that, just put Ask the Pilot. Makes sense? One more time, are you ready? With that email address, it is Stu, S-T-U, at airshowworld.com. Couldn't be easier.
They gradually got there, then Air Atlantique, then based in Coventry, became involved, and the project came to an end in 2011 with a maiden flight. That took place not far from here at Concorde Airport, and Griffith was at the controls. It came to that Uvetta 2, still unpainted, but on departure it went over to RAF Odium, where the Chinook paint shop undertook the painting of this aircraft in its original colours of its service from number 203 Advanced Flying School. This will be the aircraft's last pass. It's a splendid restoration. This is the oldest airworthy British jet aircraft believed to be flying in the world today.
Meteor Roger, runway 09, clear to land, wind 060 degrees, 12, maximum at 18 knots. Clear land, Meteor.
Airbus 400 ready for departure, runway at holding point Charlie, and we are visual with the Meteor.
Airbus 400, thank you, after the landing Meteor at Charlie, line.
I'm trying to remember. Maybe John may know, because he remembers things much better than I do. I'm sure that we saw that back in around about 2006 when it was in the Prima colours. Is it the same aircraft?
Airbus 400.
So there you go, there's a challenge for John.
Ground, wait till you see it in the air. This is the Airbus military A400M Atlas.
And that was the Meteor I was just referring to. Oh, don't I wish, Graham, have you any SR-71 footage? Oh, I wish, mate. Graham, back in 1985, when I could have got lots and lots of footage like that, hey, I had some of the best video equipment, and the shots I could have got would have been amazing. Didn't do many air shows. I probably did about 3. So I've still got some footage from the 1980s, but sadly none of the SR-71. If only I knew. I was too busy into Formula 1 in those days, following all the Formula 1 cars all over the place. And we featured some of that, you remember, a couple of weeks ago? A bit of Brands Hatch, a bit of Donington. In the pits with Alain Prost and Keke Rosberg. That was good. I ought to dig some more of the Formula 1 stuff out. I'll probably do that one of these Tuesdays. Alison Bowers. It's alright, I meant to mention you a couple of minutes ago, so thank you for the message. Also, hi to Louise. So, Louise, if you're watching, a very good evening to you. She's over in Felixstowe, so Felixstowe, get it right.
A400M actually flew the French President François Hollande into the Paris Air Show last Sunday. Took part in the Bastille Day flypast. Crews from the French and the Turkish Air Forces, because the Turks are going to be the second customers to receive their A400Ms. Been in training since January at the Airbus military facilities, and the French expect to get initial operational capability early next year.
Airbus 400 turning downwind for landing.
Airbus 400, roger, runway 09, you are clear to land, wind 070 degrees, 12 knots.
Clear to land, Airbus 400.
Cuba, there's a new QFE of 1011.
Copy that. 1011 on board for QFE, Puma.
And Puma, contact tower 124.8.
248 for tower, Puma, thanks, bye.
Couple of mentions, a couple of people who've just popped in. That's a photo for you and Julia from over there in Brazil. Hope you're having a good, what would it be? Morning, is it over there now? Let's see.
I just have to say that was one of the finest displays I've seen by an aircraft of that size for quite some while. That was really very, very accurate display. Definitely exploring the envelope. And now going into reverse.
17 by Charlie, line up, runway 09.
Landing up by a Charlie, right?
Thanks for that, Graham. Talking about the SR-71.
You holding short.
Breaking panes of glass.
Fairford Tower, hello, Roger. And do you require a backtrack?
A-firm, Puma.
Roger. And just for information, after your display when you land, if you can take echo just before the BAE Systems hangar on the left, that would be helpful.
Copy that. Trying my best.
17
Vulcan, surface wind 07014 knots, runway 09, clear for takeoff.
Rafale, taxi, 100 Foxtrot North, runway 27, QNH 1022, the QFE 1011.
Could be a Tier 2 taxi, QFE 27 rough.
Got some really beautiful footage that James sent over. And hopefully we'll be able to feature that very soon of the PC-7 team with a beautiful backdrop of the Swiss Alps. And if you've got any video that you're really proud of and you'd like to see maybe on a Friday night, I could just feature a little bit for you and give your YouTube channel maybe a mention. It's gotta be good though. No fences in the way, yeah? No, seriously, if there is something you'd like me to feature, wherever you are, hey, if you're in Brazil, like Junior, or near Seattle, because we had some fabulous videos last week featured for you by our very good friend, that's Jazzy John 30, and he was telling us all about the Canadian Lancaster Vera. If you missed that, where on earth were you Friday night? LT Viper pilot, not at all. You sent him in. You're the star of the videos, I tell you.
It was an initial 10-year lease collie deal between Hungary and Sweden
That's LT Viper pilot we're talking about.
over the course of 10 years and an average mission-capable rate of 80%.
But if you did, seriously, if you missed last Friday, certainly give it a replay. It was something very special, a great show. We had 3 guests. No, we had 4 guests on. Get it right. We had Julie at the end of the show. Photo for you, it'd be an absolute pleasure if it's on Facebook, wherever. I'm always glad to feature you guys. That's what it's all about. Ryan Garland says, hey, when you go into East Mids Airport? Well, I'm here. I'm here right now, but still can't do any filming up here. I'm not sure exactly when it's going to be allowed. I'm sort of thinking round about sometime in April. Talking of which, we'll tell you more about April later. Oh, and she's gorgeous as well, April is. You should see her. Oh, blooming, I tell you, blooming. Ryan Garland, 2 right, can have a shout out. Ryan Garland, big shout. Eagle-eyed, hope you noticed it, the bit of flame.
Puma, clear to land runway 09, wind is 06012 knots. Puma, can you vacate left by just after the...
Of course you can. Finbar Aviation over there in Tokyo. Don't forget, Finbar.
Confirm,
Make sure you send those photographs across. We want to see you locked up in that room.
I'll give you a 180 back.
For right left here.
AFM.
I'm doing.
Thank you. Rafale via Foxtrot, line up runway 27.
Rafale completed, late.
Puma, contact ground 130.5.
3054, thanks.
Thank you.
Time for the French. Good question for Mr. Baptiste, if you are still there, young man. So what's the situation as far as filming in France? Are they okay with it? If you went to Saint Dizier, are you likely to get in trouble? Are you okay to take videos and what have you if you went to Saint Dizier or, say, another French airbase? Evening to Jamesy. Hi, James. Mark McFerrin. Good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Know, James might know the answer to the question as well about France. So please keep the messages coming in. Sir Rajul, a very good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. No, Sleepy Spider is absolutely gutted. It keeps missing them, but the times we're doing these at the moment, it's not very suitable for him in Western Australia. Very sleepy man, if he did. Talking about waking people up, we certainly woke up our good friend LT Viper pilot with the sound of the Vulcan. Architect. Great DVD show, he says. Nice one, Stu and the team. Thank you very, very much. That's so much appreciated. Put a very kind donation. It all helps. Wow, you're from Bangladesh. Sarajal, well, thank you. Spread the word, okay? Spread the Airshow world. Let's get even more people subscribed to Airshow world. That's the important thing. Because when we hit the 100,000, what are we going to do? I can say it in confidence because it's going to take a while to get to 100,000. Unless you guys keep passing the word around. And we will do something very, very special if and when that actually happens. And I mean something special. Something mad, something crazy. Yes, that's the only way to be, isn't it?
6011 knots.
Spread the word, spread the love. That's what Julie says.
Is for the inbound for the show.
We've got a lot of love to spread around, you know, definitely.
PC-17 Fairford Tower, cleared display, wind is 06011 knots.
PC-17, copy, cleared display.
I can't remember which year it was, but there was one year, and I've got the video for it, where the Rafale did exactly that, and then he got stuck on the runway.
Rafale, Roger.
Before we actually leave you this evening, we're going to do a feature. We're going to feature a YouTube channel. I've got a lucky dip. We're going to see which one we're going to feature.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Contact ground 130. Ground, thank you, Billy. Over.
Rafale, Fairford ground, for the right turn taxi to parking.
As we were telling you earlier, James has sent a video in that we can feature in another live show. And it's going to feature the PC-17 that you're looking at right now. But flying in the beautiful Swiss Alps. So don't say so. We will try to play that maybe on Friday night, together with some other beautiful footage from Switzerland.
Swiss quality and precision at its best. The team has performed the formation change and appears now in the formation called Super Arrow.
And as we mentioned earlier, if you've got a little bit of video that you'd like me to feature at any time, just send it across. Send me the email first, and I'll tell you how you can do it, and I'll feature just a little bit and give your YouTube channel a mention for sure. But make sure it looks good, okay? Really nice. You see, that's why I've put the challenge out there for all these cruel people, you know. They want us to do something absolutely over the top. So yes, if we do hit the 100,000 one day, definitely do something special. Yes, Oliver, keep reminding me, mate. Keep reminding me.
Never been shown before. We do the double tunnel crossing. So we have in the number 7 aircrafts, that's the division of Schneider, the second choice, and behind, just about a kilometer in and there we go for the second crossing. Helicopter or a fighter jet. www.spare.ch. That's why you have to click and look. You must change now again, make a lot of information. Ariane, last pass, will you hear? Ariane.
LT Viper Pilot, if you're still there, which I think she's already gone, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time. But we are nearly at the end of the show, so thank you everybody for joining us this evening. I'll be back again tomorrow at 5 p.m. for another show, and tomorrow it's going to be the next part of that Mildenhall Air Fate from, I think it was 1994. For some reason last week I had it in my mind that it was 97 because I've been busy working on this one from 97, but so it was there, and I thought, I was speaking to James, he said, no, it was 90. I went, oh gosh, yes it was, wasn't it? But that has been the DVD show today. Just before we wrap up, we'll have a look at a bit of YouTube. But on this 3 DVD set, as you very well know, it's 3 DVDs or Blu-rays, whatever. If you're interested at all in more information, just drop me an email to that usual email address. The email address, you know it by now, it's so easy. It's called Stu, S-T-U, at airshowworld.com. Couldn't be easier, could it? But thank you very much, everybody. 5 o'clock tomorrow is the time. And if you can't make it tomorrow, hold your hands out, slap wrists and all that. Don't forget, after tomorrow's show, the next live show will be Friday Night Live, that usual 60-minute crazy bash that we tend to do, which is we're getting some absolute wonderful guests on, and just so proud to be able to have the very, very special person. That's the airline pilot himself, Captain Chris. He'll be back with us on Friday night, and he'll be answering some more of your questions. So if you do have a question, oh, look at that, Connie. Sorry, back to business. If you do have a question that you would like to have Chris answered, because he knows, the man knows, okay, if it's anything technical to do with aircraft, Boeing 737, that's his absolute expertise. But he's been flying for a very, very long time. Is it, 10,000 hours? That is just crazy. And that's on Friday night, and of course we'll have a few other special features as well. And also, we told you earlier, James sent a little bit of video across, so I will do my best to feature a bit of that on Friday night as well. Before I've got a couple more pictures to show you before we actually go. If you want to get a message into the chat room, make sure you do it right now, because we'll be closing up shop very, very, very soon. I'd like to say a big thank you to Julie today for helping out in the chat room. It's always much appreciated. She's got the spanner. Yes. Oliver, thank you for joining us as well. Oliver, keeping me, reminding me certain things like, watch out for the music, Stu. Thank you, Oliver. Much appreciated. Who else have we got to say hi and bye to? Alison Tidy, thank you for joining us. Our good friend over there in the States. Thank you to Pirate of the Missouri. Richard Staff. Kevin Henry the 8th. Photo for you. He was late joining us, but you can always rewind it. Bye, peeps. Catch you all tomorrow. So says Chris. Thank you, Chris. Who else? Oh, James, yeah, he popped in. And when he got back from work, he had his tea first. Yes, he probably had some nice puddings as well. His mum really looks after him, I tell you. Say hi to me. I don't mean say hi, Timmy. I mean, James, say hi from me to your mum. Okay. Thank you. Jazzy John, we saw Jazzy John on Friday night. So just a bit of banter while these photographs are going through. Hope you're getting this okay. Says the current Steam... yeah, it is like Steam at the moment. The internet has decided to drop just a little bit. And last couple of mentions for a couple more people. Thank you, everybody, for the new people who have popped in today. So thank you very much there. Hope you've subscribed to Air World. If you haven't, why not do it right now? Thank you. We're going to have, and also thank you to Artec Design for the very kind donation. It goes a long way. Thank you, Mark McFerrin. Thank you very much as well for joining us. Ryan Sarajul over there in Bangladesh. Spread the word all over the world, okay? It's not a good time for Australia at the moment as far as watching these streams because obviously of the time zones. But for everybody else, thank you for joining us. And our good friends over there in North America, South America as well. We had somebody, Junior, from Brazil. There we go. That's the photograph I was talking about earlier. You saw it on the video. That's the one. You saw it on the video and you can see the photograph as well. Yes, Heather was certainly on the ball getting that photograph. Let's have a quick look at... We're going to have a quick look at a... YouTube channel, aren't we? That's what we were going to do. So, hold on a minute. Let's just quickly do this. Oh, a couple more photographs to go before we actually pop over to the YouTube channel. Hear me typing away. That is a stunning photograph. The Gloucester Meteor. And there we go. You saw the video. You see the photograph now. And... all of these photographs are on the 3 DVD set. So over the last 3 weeks, you saw Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So the whole shooting match is on these. If you're interested in more information about DVDs, visit the first page of Airshow World, which we're going to show you in a minute. And also... all you have to do, send me an email. Email address is so simple. STU, that's Stu at airshowworld.com. Well, that was the photograph I was talking about the other week. We saw the other angle of it, and that is the, I call it the bang-on shot. Well done, Heather, as always, for these incredible photographs. See, I miss her so much, and Sadie as well, at the air shows. I haven't got a photographer anymore. Any offers? Let me know. I need a brilliant photographer like they were. There you go, Jazzy. I'm sure you recognise that shot. Through James. Thank you very much, James. And GB Model Zone put a quick message in. Thank you. Hope all is going well with you with your YouTube channel. Don't forget, I can give it a mention when you get it up and running. You see, Gordon, he makes these models. He's making this model for me. There's no rush. I keep telling him, don't rush. There's loads of time. I had it for about 20 years. I didn't do a thing with it. I'm no good at that sort of thing. I haven't got the time either. Right, YouTube channel. Let's have a look. of course, yes, we're going to have a quick look at Airshow World. Now, if you missed anything, you can watch it back, anything from here. And there we go, that's what's going out live right now. It always appears just there. The section here, DVDs, we have some absolutely stunning stuff we've been featuring over the last few weeks. So it's an opportunity to see what we've actually got. Here, latest videos. I'm going to show you a little bit of this. Okay, here was Friday night. If you missed Friday Night Live, this was what it was all about. Can we hit this? Let's see what happens. Let's rewind that. Go to the beginning. Hit that. And there we go. There's all the chat room. And you can relive all your chats and everything else. Let's go full screen, shall we? This will start in a second. Let's just hold on. Give it a little bit of volume. So I'm just doing the usual little bit of chat to wrap the show up for this evening. Oh, we went too far back. It's all right. Just talk amongst yourselves just for a moment. What else have we got to mention? Friday Night Live is our 60-minute show.
Stand by for action. Anything can happen in the next half hour.
Good evening, welcome along. It's Friday night, it's 7 o'clock. That means only one thing, it's the Bear in the Chair with you, with live from the edit room with Airshow World. Thank you for joining us, and boy, have we got a show lined up for you tonight. And we certainly did have a great show lined up, and we had 4 guests on. Just for anybody that's asked me before when they've watched something like this and said, oh, the resolution's not quite, just hit that button there, okay? And just make sure that you're watching this on 1080p. I do appreciate, because sometimes, depending on your internet, it may be lower because it's set to auto. And if it thinks, oh yeah, you can't watch this on the internet's not good enough, you can only watch it on 480, but just give it a try. If it's not coming over at full HD, just click that and go up to try it and see if you can get away with it. Or it depends on your internet speed, but most people have these super fast internets nowadays. So this was what Friday night was all about. Quickly whiz through. We had some stuff from that James kindly sent across from Lake and Heath. We had also some videos from Mildenhall, and we also had our fantastic message, our good friends.
That's me. How you doing?
That was sent through by our very good friend Tony Prince. You may get an advert every now and again, which is a bit of a pain, but hey, it's all part of the show, so let that go through. What else have we got to tell you? So many things that are coming up in the very near future. Hopefully back to normal in April.
This is your royal ruler, Tony Prince, and hi there. I'm at United DJs Radio, and you're watching the Airshow World with Stu Bear. Come fly with me sometime right here.
United DJs. And if you've never listened to United DJs before, what are you waiting for? Best radio station in the whole world, and they're a great bunch of guys and playing great music. They pick all the songs, none of this rubbish that the corporate local radios are told. They've only got 100 songs they can play. They play whatever they want. So give those a certain mention.
Lancaster Bomber.
If ever you do go over to your DJs, you can follow them as well. Live on Facebook, you can send them a message. They'll play your request at the same time. Bit like we do, talking to you guys. You can do exactly the same thing. If ever you do that, mention Airshow World, especially between 3 and 5 p.m. at UK time. That's when Tony Prince is on. Good friend.
She is based in Hamilton, and she...
As you can hear, we also had Jazzy on as well, and that was an absolute pleasure. Jazzy, the man. So I'm going to let you look at that at your own leisure. This video is out at the moment. What it is, it was a bit of a recap of Friday night show, but it starts off with this.
And that's when...
Because this was a very popular part of the show, and a lot of people have asked me, so I've put this all on its own. So,
328 Heavy, Mayday aircraft.
And Captain Chris talks all about it exclusively to A Show World.
Departure United 328 Heavy.
So if you missed any of this on Friday night, certainly watch it back and see what Chris had his thoughts about it. So Chris, what happened? What actually happened there? Do you believe?
So the aircraft was climbing out.
And Chris will be joining us again on Friday night for the Friday night live show, which is, as you know by now, the 60-minute show. There we go. All these videos. Check them out, please. But for tonight, I'm going to say thank you very, very much for joining us. Hope you've enjoyed the show. We will see you next time. Thank you. Oh, Skype. To do the Skype Aviation Kid, you have to be part of the show. And if you want to be part of the show, take some fantastic videos, and if they meet the scrutiny of Julie, she goes through them and goes, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, we could show that one. We'll show that. If it passes the Julie test, we'll feature you sometime. Okay, Aviation Kid and anybody else. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining the bear. Thank you for joining Julie. And everybody, have yourself a great evening. We will catch you tomorrow, 5 p.m. Take care. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye now.